pretty sure we just played it, dude. Gotta make use of our power spike here. Okay! Now someone's in for a rodeo.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Worldbreaker Deep. Now, Deep has gotten some significant buffs in the latest patch 3.0, and unfortunately I didn't get around to playing the deck yet. The buffs have been that Maokai now tosses and spawns a Zapling on a summon of an ally and not on a play effect of an ally, which means that cards like Wail Feast, summoning a Spiderling, as well as Line 'em Up, summoning a Keg, will also summon Zaplings, and that can be super useful to make use of the toss and challenger the turn Maokai gets played if we have a bit of spell mana banked, but also to summon blockers at fast or even burst speed if our opponent attempts to open attack. The other buff was that the deck got two of the dopest skins in the game, and I just couldn't resist. Worldbreaker Maokai. Look at these Zaplings, as well as Worldbreaker Nautilus. So now that we got our style points on fleek, we can rock the ladder with this. I personally would recommend to go for a fairly greedy version, one that does not run too much removal, but rather focuses on getting its own game plan through as rapidly as possible. There's not an insane amount of burn aggro running around, and the best way of beating those mid-range decks like Pantheon type of styles, as well as Scouts and so on, is usually just to get sea monsters online as quickly as possible and go deep super quickly. And therefore we only play one Vengeance, one Wail. They can come in handy sometimes, and they also have the added benefit that if they get tossed, our opponent might be thinking, oh my goodness, maybe my opponent runs more of those. But apart from that, just 3 of sea monsters, 3 of significant relevant early game units, and the tech choices are doubling down on the Zapling plus toss effect of Maokai, Line 'em Up Wail Feast, as well as playing as many copies of Jettison and Salvage as we can reasonably justify Shipwreck Hoarder as an additional late game win condition. For those of you that have never played Deep, just a very brief introduction. We try to make use of this keyword as quickly as possible, and we achieve that through this other little keyword that is called Toss. Whenever we toss cards, our deck gets thinned out, and we basically accept having a bit of a slower early game around turns 1 to 3 to have that big power spike around turn 5, 6, 7, 8 when our sea monsters get deep. They get the huge stat buff all of a sudden, and especially when Nautilus comes online as soon as he's leveled. After we played 1 or 2 Lure of the Depths as well, we can usually just swarm the board with sea monsters the very same turn that Nautilus gets played, and often can even close out the game on that very same turn. Now, I tried taking this list all the way to Diamond. Unfortunately, I did get a bit hard stuck in Diamond 1. Nonetheless, had some very good games. But my verdict on this deck, if people ask me, is this deck good for climbing? No. Can you climb with this deck? Definitely yes. It's just not the fastest deck for climbing. The games also aren't super fast, and it is fairly straightforward to play, but still very nuanced in knowing which win condition to go for and what to play around. Sometimes Maokai is gonna have to take over and win the game with his deck obliteration effect. With that being said, I did have a lot of fun games on this deck, and I want to share some of those with you. Alright, first things first. And there you are. Nice. Now we're good to roll. Kindred Viego, alright. That's actually an interesting matchup. I'm not quite sure which direction this one's gonna go. We play triple Jettison. I don't think we want to keep one in the opening hand. Seems a bit too greedy. Just gonna look for a lure. There it is. Salvage is really good in this type of slower-ish matchup as well. And there's our biggie boy. Okay. As long as we don't need to curve out, we always want to play a card like Sea Scarab for just 1 mana. Okay, we take it. Kinda expecting Kindred to be played. I don't mind end round neither. Because I'm still kinda bluffing a Jaull Hunter, right?
Shall we, dear wolf?
We are really fast at tossing this game. I get going deep. Missing the final piece though. I can help. Unfortunately, I scuffed up my mana management. I could play Maokai into Scarab, but then Maokai probably dies. So Endron's surely better. Because Maokai is very susceptible to Kindred Mark. Okay. Can go for a pretty cheeky Dreg Dredgers, Devour Kindred, and then, if they try to do anything about it, Maokai. Jettison rather, to buff it up. But then we miss out on these Zaplings. We can also hold off on Maokai until he's leveled, actually. It might be the smarter thing to do. Ooh. Well, I guess this guy's higher priority. I'd assume I can kill him with the Devourer. As long as I can back it up with Vile Feast that beats Twin Disciplines. Syncopation is pretty nasty. Another Vile Feast on my opponent's side is annoying. Ah, that also works. Okay, maybe it was a bit too many cards. Too many ways for my opponent to save the dude. Now it can get a bit iffy. We don't really have clean ways of taking care of Viego. Okay, now we do. Deniable though. Pretty sure we just play the dude. Gotta make use of our power spike here. Okay! Now someone's in for a rodeo. I dislike that Maokai gets targeted by the Kindred mark right now. It's probably just another Nautilus. It's full send. Okay, got rid of a Hydra Vine. Where's my 1-0 Vengeance? Did we toss it already? Damn. Okay, okay, this is gonna be cute. No, come on. Cruel. Well, next turn we still flip Maokai, it's fine.
It knows.
15 out of 20. Not swinging with the lookout is actual griefing. I think I click end round before my opponent changes their mind. Alright, treasure time into Maokai. Nice. I mean, if this connects, I technically have lethal. Just hope my opponent doesn't have anything like a glimpse. I could click end round here. Playing around something like a vengeance. The key thing is that Viego doesn't level. Because if my opponent has vengeance or a kindred champ spell or something like that, literally any answer, I'm dead to my opponent's next open attack. Yeah, I'm kind of liking end round. Seems like the safer way to approach things. Because if my opponent can clear this out, my Maokai also dies to the mark. No Zapling. Could just try to contest the guy. So I have one treasure in deck. I feel like my opponent's probably gonna have an answer to this. Then I want to line him up Wail. Setting up Atro maybe? Yeah, I can't beat Atrocity. Okay, not sure if they're waiting for me to tap under a vengeance or if they don't have it. Well, that treasure doesn't do anything right now. Oh, I missed the window of opportunity here though. So I need to survive one more attack after this. Okay, my opponent did have it. Line him up is kind of cheeky right now to redirect the mark. There's no point to inputting knock him down anywhere. Like I either survive this attack and win, or my opponent kills me here. Unless my opponent's been holding something like a Kindred Champ spell for a while. Then I might be in trouble. But my plays are still the same.
Corruption everywhere. And so life springs anew.
Did we do it? I haven't won a game off of a Maokai win condition in ages. Like literal ages. Let's see. Last card in the deck. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. What a Yugi. Drew Exodia. The last card in the deck. Ay, 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 ay. GG though. You win some, you lose some. That's just the way the cookie crumbles in card games. Alright, MF Quinn. All three of these are quite key, I think. We definitely need lore at some point to regain tempo, to regain control of the board. There was a lot of useful stuff tossed. Might be better to pass turn one so I dodge tracker into protector.
My shield is yours.
Rip.
Steel is yours.
Can't really open pass. Enron's too good. Guess it's that Bloom. Nice. Don't want to attack into a sharp side, that's for sure. Not too bad. Really good for me, actually. Opponent's hand seems kind of bricked. Putting lure into Jaull.
There's plenty of killing left.
What a waste of a rally. Holy smokes.
Danger pays.
Honor guide me.
Alright. Rally for 6 damage while I'm still very stable. Interesting decision. In this case, I think I prefer these two over Abyssal Eye. Over Devourer. Then I could go Devourer into next turn Devourer plus Scarab. Sharp side. Honestly, the Devourers are better. They trade way better. Abyssal Eye also sucks against sharp side. It actually trades down. Whereas this just stops the obliteration. There we go. Defensive sharp side we're happy with. What's my opponent's hand? Must be Quinn? Maybe another rally? Maybe Resolve? Maybe Genevieve.
No prey.
I suppose. That was top deck though, that came from the very left side of the hand. Could be another sharp side. Guess we can rule that out. Another Aegis seems likely. Okay, if it's no sharp side, then Abyssal Eye is good, right? We could salvage, look for Jettison. I like Abyssal Eye more. Into rally? If it's Aegis, then I can still trade with the Butcher. Jenny does get full barrier value, but that's fine. Don't necessarily want to trade these off. Devourer is higher value than a 4-3 here. Okay, we should be completely stable here. Bruh! Thank you. Like, you gotta at least try, right?
These woods belong to us. My steel is yours.
Not sure if you guys also know the feeling when... Like, it's almost frustrating when your opponent makes a very obvious silly play. It's like, come on. Give me the real challenge, please.
We Demacians are no easy prey.
So my opponent's pretty likely to have a resolve at this point. Double Scarab. Or Scarab, Abyssal Eye Salvage. Should get the job done. Actually, double Scarab, Vile Feast Salvage. We have enough mana.
Their pride will cost them. Just like hunting thresher geese.
Salvage Jettison. I start off with Vile Feast. Probably forcing Resolve. And I could still salvage Jettison, see Scarab. No. You have forsaken me. Anyway, this grows. What you gonna do when they come for you? Ah, sure. Double Abyssal Eye is kinda lethal. Not really, but close.
Soldiers, to me.
Fortune favors the bold.
Okay.
I protect my own.
Bop bop. Well, now I don't need you anymore. You truly have forsaken me.
The ocean charts our course.
Pretty good pull for our opponent, low-key. Wait, do I have sea monsters left? One Devourer, right? I'm not sure if I tossed it. Damn it. No sea monsters left. Okay, you can play the Burrow first. What are you doing? Whatever, you do you. my opponent trying to bluff me with a card in hand?
Return me to the sea.
Oh, no. Okay, okay. I respect it. I respect it. I will call this the correct play, although it wasn't. Style points matter, though. Style points matter more than winning, probably. Darkness. Interesting matchup. So... Devourer is probably too greedy to keep in the opening. It's like Lore of the Depths is just too good. Basically the idea. Maokai is pretty good. I want to play Dredgers on one because I don't want to trade the Scarab into a Catalyzer. I can avoid it. Okay, lots of useful stuff mid. Okay, that should be good for us because our opponent seeds their deck with low value cards early on. And our stuff will easily outgrow Pack Your Bag soon. Of course, that does clear the way for Catalyzer. Nice.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Only I can command darkness. Only I.
So far, so good. Oh, not the lure. Okay, top deck Valfeast, please. Another Devourer gone. Maybe I could delay Veigar with a pass. I can't really play Veigar into a Jaull Hunters. I can play Jettison and then pass. That looks so suspicious. Ah, second Jaull kick though. Not sure if it still works. Like my opponent can only play Veigar if they hold go hard. Okay, this worked. Delaying the darkness. Quite huge for us.
There's a lot of darkness out there. Let's make some of our own.
And that blows. Valfeast though. Nice.
Corruption everywhere.
Darkness and light.
Guess we just ping Senna here. And then next turn we play Devourer. It grows to 7/7. It's unlikely to kill Senna though. Because my opponent just needs one more ping besides the darkness. Good thing is they'll use up their whole turn. Oh, never mind. Rest and rip, Senna.
Give them room to spread their leaves. Life starts small.
We are turbo leveling Maokai. Okay, that went way better than expected, but I do think the pass on turn 4 was quite key. Forcing our opponent to stay behind, basically.
For once.
Okay, teemo. Do I want a Valfeast for a teemo? Probably. Yeah, otherwise teemo can easily grow out of control. Oh, this is such a scuffed matchup. It's insane. Main deck Mushroom Cloud. Well, I did not... What? Why? Why would you ever do that? Why would you just play it on turn 1? I didn't even toss anything yet.
Hot on the trail.
Alright, don't you dare flash bomb me.
Twice as much. Let's investigate.
Phew, dodge the bullet, quite literally. Almost quite literally. Does it make a difference which way we spin this? I guess Purple Berry Shake, maybe? Stress defense.
Here's my calling card.
Alright, you do you, Caitlyn. I mean, flash bombs aren't that scary, it's just about puff caps. I will retract my statement. Do I want to block you? Don't really want to let Caitlyn go through. I think I'll play conservatively for Nexus HP here.
Spread their leaves.
No attack at all. Missing. Well, I guess. Okay, if you don't hold Mystic Shot, the block is scary. And if you don't hold Mystic Shot, then the Devourer is kind of free. You can also just take Caitlyn out with a Zapling. Kind of like drawing here. Double Scarab is good for tossing faster. I think I like drawing the most.
Life starts small.
I kind of want the Flash Bomb to go off now, I think. So that if my opponent levels Caitlyn next turn, she'll deal 1 less damage. It's a wild puff cap deck. It's probably just completely all in. All the puff cap cards. That's a burst speed blocker. Let's go. Counter if it copies on a mushroom cloud. What a wild fella. Okay, so I think we want to take out whatever generates more caps. Line him up into Withering Wail. That is a line. That is quite the line. Even make Sea Scarab toss additionally.
To spread their leaves.
Just gotta hope that this is not a Pokey Stick or Mystic Shot.
Cannot be broken.
Let's hope for the best here. Let's go! Okay, I think we got this. Like, we should kind of just win on the open attack, right? I need that 1 mana. No. Oh, my opponent can dart the beast from below. And that's 6. Yeah, I'll need to play a unit at least. Okay, in that case, I'm just playing Nautilus next rounds. Which means I can knock him down for perfect, full send efficiency. I mean, Puffcaps are supposed to be our worst matchup, but that version does seem a bit too greedy. Ooh, okay. Forgot about the ultimate finisher, but we should be fine. Okay, that's cute. Oh, no, wait. Okay, no, never mind. I thought for a second here my opponent would survive, but they don't, since we can still play these. Captain Teemo? You still don't survive, right? This blocks here. This blocks here. We push 16, 17. Let's go. To victory!
Spoil the surprise?
Nice. No one's blaming you, Teemo. You tried.